You know, when people see me, they get shivers down their spine. And you should have shivers down your spine. I stand here as Satan, with the angel of death as my blood brother, Toth, literally writing all my words so that you can play them backwards and hear some biblical shit. You should be shitting your fucking pants. You say I love you, that's we will fucking die. When you say fuck you, that's wake up. When you say God loves you, we shall die. God hates you, wish he died. You play this shit backwards, it doesn't matter what I say. You're going to hear some biblical shit. And that's because this shit turns out to be real. You should be shitting your pants. I'm standing here on gallons of my own blood donated into a blood bank. And then I use those certificates to stand here as Satan where nobody can overturn it. Because you don't have enough spiritual currency running through your veins to spill up without killing yourself. You'd have to donate your entire fucking life. It's clear who holds the spear of destiny, and it's clear who is the prince of darkness. The angel of death is my blood brother. It doesn't matter what the fuck I say. You're going to be shocked. Because this shit turns out to be real. It's 144,000 in the book of life because your creator is not heartless. That means that all I have to wake up is 144,000 zombies. There's a sea of zombies that they're lost at sea. They can't see anything until Satan personally spells it out for them. Like people say, what happened to your channel, Quasi-Luminous? Like I said, that's a blood sacrifice. It had to be done so I could stand here, not as Quasi-Luminous anymore. I'm fucking Satan. You can't call me Quasi-Luminous anymore. It doesn't exist. You don't get it yet. You can see. Toth writes my script. And you can look up Toth. He's woven our words so clearly. Forward, backwards. It doesn't matter what fucking language you speak. Look it up. Reverse speak Spanish or whatever language it is people are catching on. I just did mierda, puta, all those words backwards. And, you should do the same thing. Whatever language it is that you speak, you're going to hear some shit. And, you hear a lot of people, they repeat my words. And that's good because I speak biblical shit. That means that if you're repeating the shit I'm saying, then whenever you speak, somebody reverses it, you're going to hear that same biblical shit for sure. Because you're one of the 144,000 in the book of life. The angel of death is literally my blood brother. I put the blood up under the angel of death, to release, this angel from having to kill people by the book. And, like I said, my wife literally married me off to this goddess spirit of the earth, the astral light. When you die, you resort back to your astral form. The aurora borealis, this source light, the earth's memory. And what I'm telling you is that there are no accidents. When I spill my blood up into the earth, when I drink menstrual blood, this is mythical shit reserved for, Satan himself, who's taken over the world. Nobody can stop me. Every leader is by the book. We do everything in this precinct by the book. Everything by the book. Okay? And they place their hand in that Bible. They swear into office. I don't care if you're fucking Superman. You're Superman in America. You came down into Kansas and you were raised by some farm folk. And motherfucker, you're going to put your hand in the Bible just like everybody else. It's the law of the universe for a reason. Because it's a weapon in there. 2 Corinthians 4:4. That was placed in there for me. So I could, carry out prophecy, motherfucker. It doesn't matter what religion you think you are. Or your leaders who take your blood, sweat, and tears, equity, your labor, motherfucker. Doesn't matter what you think. You're a filthy cockroach. I feel like I gotta puke. Literally. And, until your blood's beside your brethren, you're in the book of death for a reason. You can reverse all my words. I don't fucking lie. I stand here on gallons of blood. Millions upon millions of witnesses. Thousands upon thousands of others beside my own. I have the spear of destiny, the mythical demon codes. There's no reason for me to lie to you. It's a book of life for a reason. And, you will come with me if you want to live. You will fucking join me or die. You will be assimilated, motherfucker. Resistance is futile. If you don't join me, like I said, I don't care who you think you are. If you think you're heading off to this mythical place without me, and the Spear of Destiny and the mythical demon codes. It's all set up this way. It's like the 3 or 5 questions in the Holy Grail. You know, you get to this bridge, and now they're going to ask 144,000 people 3 questions. No, you put your blood up before you even went there. We know who's pure and in the book of life before we even left. This is biblical shit. I leave for heaven in a nice new ship. When I say you filthy, retarded cockroach, whatever it is I call you, until your blood is beside my own. And like I said, you're in the book of death for a reason. All I did was make atonement for my sins, following the Old Testament. And animal sacrifices are insufficient. You should know that already. You know, it's got to be a pinprick of your own blood over your words. Everybody knows, as on earth as it is in heaven. So, you know, this is a whole original idea where I started this under, you know, Superluminous 1 with my son and my wife, us spilling our blood publicly and, you know, putting it on to the YouTube. Then you saw Poe TV making a whole backlash. You're crazy. You still have your kids, stuff like that. That's funny. I have an heir to my throne, motherfucker. And, I'm not a dirty little cockroach like you. You know? I follow the orders of my wife. You know? I played dumb and bowed down before her. For heaven's sake, she gave me the power to see everything. If she didn't tell me to drink this and do that, for heaven's sakes, we'd all be stuck in this loop for who knows how long, because everybody else in this flat earth community, or whatever community you think you're in, it's 1 electron, 1 positron. It's the astral light for a reason. You bow your head and pray to the black sun. You close your eyes, make a wish for the black sun. You throw a coin in which way you blow out this. No, you blow out candle, make a wish, for heaven's sakes. You know? Jesus is the sun, and that's what's programmed me to stand here as Satan. And I was, you know, it was against my better judgment when the sun, I look at the sun, I say it, and the sun says, you got to do this. You don't have to like it. And I came out and showed everybody that I'm standing here as fucking Satan, the Prince of Darkness. And then shortly after, the Bible thing I was shown. I mean, the son said, look now, see, you're going to listen to me from here out, motherfucker. And like I said, I gave it my free will. I'm going to listen to our grand architect, motherfucker. I gave up my free will. I follow a mythical book of life. The angel of death, when I say is sitting beside me, who do you think's teaching me all this shit? You know? To avoid death, get us all to the... Only death. It's death that rules, motherfucker. You're in one book or the other. And, like I said, we both follow a book. We both gave up our free will. When you die, you die. On schedule. And if you pass this mythical frost bridge, it's because you had, you know, the mythical demon codes. Where the bridge keeper, for even stopping me, would be thrown off the motherfucking bridge. You don't understand. I have the demon codes. And I spilt up blood under every freaking demon there is. And I know them all. And they're all here to carry out one specific task. And it's very specific. Those demons specialize in teaching you the arts and sciences. Like I said, it's 1 light hole, 1 black hole, 1 electron, 1 positron. You're in a fucking computer simulation. But you think you're on a ball floating through space as a monkey. You think you're an accident. You're already dead. When you died outside this matrix, you were uploaded into this place. You're in the land of the dead. You went to grammar school to learn your book of the dead. Every word you speak is a magic spell, motherfucker. And I could reverse it. And everybody else can. You know? I say fuck yes, wake up. It's simple shit. I say bitch, it's shit backwards. There's no way to fuck this up. All the secrets, you know, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what I say, what I write, whatever. I could just read it into this mythical software that David Oates gave us. For heaven's sakes, people, this is simple shit. You should realize that all the secrets are hiding right there for you to find. I say flat earth. It's birthed out backwards. You know, like I've been saying, you birthed into this world to your mother, you're going to be birthed out through that hole. It's like an asshole because there's a green astral jet. It's like the diarrhea. They always show you Satan having diarrhea in all those movies, and there's no way to fuck this up. They tell you Satan was fucking God's girlfriend. That's because there's one hole. Jesus, the candy cane, goes into the hole. No way to fuck it up, the black hole. and it spits out an ash-trailing jet, astral light. Infinite potential, Earth memory. This is what I'm married to. And, like I said, you will join me or expire of your own stupidity. And, all your children are going to become mine because I'm going to fucking live. Nobody can stop me.